You can see there's still some smoke coming out of the building, but significantly less smoke.
Sweetgrass Technical Institute students are getting inside cars.
And, like their slogan says, working to leave a big impact. Hilltop Road is closed from the roundabout at Bench Boulevard to Montgomery, and that's according to the City of Billings. I'm going to step behind the camera to give you a closer look here. According to Sergeant Sheldon with Billings Police, a woman drove into the First Interstate bank sign and the electrical box you can see, causing the power to go out, as you can see the lights up there on Hilltop Road.
The spoodle, they use it to serve vegetables to victims, and then over here is to use a signal mirror.
1 bird, 20 birds, 200 birds. This hatch device could literally be a lifesaver for any amount of chickens.
And this green part you can see is the extension.
Professors are using these eye tracking glasses.
It's good when you hear your state is growing, but not in this way.
We'll show you how to make a Wake a Montana dog and a Montana dog coming up.
Numerous amounts of students holding the signs, protesting. Students have told me they're skipping school. You can see the smashed part of this truck that was hit by rocks right there.
The scene here at Lazy KT Motel is calm now, but Wednesday morning the parking lot was filled with bullet holes in walls, blood on the ground, an ambulance, and numerous police.
Police were called to the motel after the man allegedly shot the roof of the motel shortly before midnight. Police say the man left in a black pickup truck. Officers stayed at the motel in anticipation the man might return. Around 1 a.m., the man did return to the parking lot. That's when officers say they asked him several times to put down his shotgun.
The suspect refused to comply. He looked at the officers, raised and swung the shotgun toward them. At 1:08 a.m., both fired their patrol rifles, striking the suspect multiple times.
The officers immediately gave him first aid. The man was put on a stretcher and taken to St. Vincent Healthcare. No one else was involved or harmed. Police say the suspect did not fire at them. As of right now, his identity is not being released. Chief St. John says there has been no information yet indicating the man was targeting someone.
We do not have any indication that he was looking for anybody. It was 2 separate incidents that same person showing up with a shotgun. In one case, we had property damage with it.
Given the situation, Chief St. John says the officers did exactly what they're trained to do.
They were faced with somebody who threatened their life with a shotgun that we know who had fired earlier in the day, and they responded appropriately.
Investigation is ongoing and is attempting to determine if this shooting was related to a shooting reported on the south side of Billings Tuesday afternoon.
Police are still investigating information on this case, like why this man fired a shot at the roof in the first place and if he has a criminal history. I'm David Kaplan in Billings. Wake up, Montana.
Matt Bliss, cattle rancher in Sand Springs, says the Lodgepole Complex fire took away a lot from him, and he says he hopes the continuous lightning we've been having doesn't start another fire.
I'm spooked for other ranchers. It's scary to see this, and hopefully we can catch anything that gets going.
Matt says this lightning and the cloudy skies is exactly what it looked like last Wednesday when the fires started.
There was another fire, then there was another fire. There was a fire north of us and a fire south of us, and we were real close to all the ranchers, and we always band together to put all the fires out, but we couldn't help each other. It was so enormous.
He says he produces beef and feed for the fall, which will definitely take a hit this year after he lost 3 cows and lots of hay.
We run quite a lot of mama cows up there with cow calves, and we lost 3. We lost in anywheres of 15 or 20 sections of land.
Right now, Matt says he will continue working with firefighters by using his grader and loader. After that, he says all he can do is wait.
The grass is burnt, and you have to give grass a little time to recover, and so we're going to have to take a loss for a little bit and reduce our numbers, but we'll make it.
In Sand Springs, David Kaplan for Montana's News Leader.
Ice. You may see it coming, you may not. One way health experts say you can keep yourself from falling on the ice is to wear ice cleats like this that attach onto your shoe.
You can hear the spikes of the ice cleats grip the ice as I walk.
It could definitely prevent a fall. I mean, and some of it is just, if you're wearing things like that, you're more confident. And sometimes people get a little stiffer out there, and like a decrease in confidence usually leads to an increase in falls.
Andrew Goss, injury prevention coordinator at Billings Clinic, says they're easy to find and could be well worth it.
Any kind of ice grip cleats, whether Yak Trax or whatever brand ice grips at Walmart, I think on Amazon, they range in anywhere from $10 to $50. It really depends on what you want to pay for. But that's certainly cheaper than a stay in the hospital.
Goss says a fall could cause a hip fracture, broken ribs, or potentially fatal head injury. On top of ice cleats, Goss recommends doing balance and strength exercises, using a cart when possible, and it may sound odd, but know how to fall. He says always, always cover and protect your head. Nurse Goss says the more forethought you can have and things you can do to prevent an icy fall, the better. I'm David Kaplan in Billings. Wake Up, Montana.